And now it's Chris Smith time. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Smith, and today I'm reviewing Tick, Tick, Boom, the new movie on Netflix and its select theaters, starring Andrew Garfield, and it is about the life of Jonathan Larson, the creator of Rent. It's based on his one-man rock monologue, Tick, Tick, Boom, and it was turned into an off-Broadway show after Jonathan Larson's death and after he had created Rent. And now, and this was like in 2001, that I saw this show off-Broadway, and I even got the shirt. Now, some people say I'm a hoarder, but the reason you hoard is because maybe 20 years later, somebody makes a movie and you have the shirt from the show that you saw 20 years ago. And I just spent the last 30 minutes digging through closets and piles of clothes, and I finally found my Tick Tick Boom shirt. So wasn't it worth it? Now the screenplay is by Stephen Levinson, and the movie is Lin-Manuel Miranda's directorial debut. And this is quite a special movie, y'all. I had said when I saw In the Heights and reviewed it that I dare any movie this year to top In the Heights. And, there's still, 6 weeks left in the year? It could happen again, but Tick Tick Boom. Oh, now you have to top this one, because this movie was very special. Now, it's about a young man, Jonathan, who is turning 30. He's about to turn 30 in 1990. The show, in fact, was originally called 3090, and the opening number is 3090. And the show also once went by the name Boho Days, so it's had different incarnations, and Jonathan Larson used to perform it himself, so it was a one-man show. I think he had a couple of singers. But that doesn't make it one-man show, does it? Well, anyway, when I saw Tick Tick Boom, it had Raul Esparza, it had Amy Spanger, and Jerry Dixon, I believe. Yes, and I saw it in July of 2001, and then I went back after 9/11 because Mayor Giuliani said, come to New York and see a show. So I went to support the city after 9/11 back in 2001. And I saw several shows, including Tick Tick Boom, which was now starring Raul Esparza and Jerry Dixon and Molly Ringwald. Molly Ringwald wasn't very friendly at the stage door. But I digress. We're here to talk about Tick Tick Boom, the movie. And Andrew Garfield, my goodness, can we talk about what a performance he did in this movie? If he doesn't get nominated for a buttload of awards, I am going to be furious, because he even learned how to sing for this show. So, it's about a young man, as I said, named Jonathan, who is about to turn 30, and he is working on his musical, Superbia, which is a futuristic rock opera, and nobody seems to know what it's about, but it's his passion project. And he's doing this workshop, and he's trying to scrape together money to add some musicians. Oh, it is a love letter to theater, to any artist. I don't care if you're a songwriter or a writer, novel writer, playwright, whatever, an artiste with, just a singer. This is the movie for you to see. And it feels like he's running out of time. The tick tick boom in the title is the tick tick tick, the clock that he hears that's counting down, telling him he's running out of time. His youth is fading. And when I first saw this show, I was just a little bit over 30. Talk about running out of time now. Look at me. My hair's all gray. I'm over 50. And there was something that he says in this movie where he talks about how he has all this music in his collection that is written by other people, and he has all these books that weren't written by him. You know, I mean, my goodness, they were really preaching to me when I saw this movie, because look at my house. It's covered with all these shows from the theater, and they're not written by me, and I've written tons of things, and I've never really had that breakout hit yet. Never really. Child, I haven't had any hit. And my goodness, this ticking is really starting to get loud for me. I mean, mind you, I don't want to scare my viewers out there. If you're still alive in this world, there's still time to create or do whatever you want to do. But it is very hard to have a dream and get a bunch of rejections. And that's also what this is about. Do you really want to deal with all these rejections when you could have the nicer things? Like his friend in the movie, Michael, played by Robin DeJesus. He was an actor, but now he's working in advertising. He has a beautiful apartment with a doorman and valet, you know, and my goodness, we don't have valet here, that's for sure. But that, of course, is not what the important thing is. It's all about the creating, and it would be nice to leave at least one project or one piece of art for the world. Yeah, you never know when your time is up. Now, can we talk about the cast in this besides Andrew Garfield, who is excellent, Robin DeJesus as the best friend Michael, Alexandra Shipp as his girlfriend, and Joshua Henry and Vanessa Hudgens play two of the singers in his like his backup singers. They're not really backup, and it intercuts with him on a stage, sort of narrating. It's sort of like his Tick Tick Boom show. That was sort of what the Tick Tick Boom that we saw off Broadway was like, with the three actors and then a band. And but this of course does have a full story. And my goodness, Judith Light plays his agent Rosa. She is excellent. She has the funniest line, and I don't think this will give it away, but she says to him when she comes to his presentation of his musical, she says, "The first presentation of your musical is like having a colonoscopy in the middle of Times Square. Only with a colonoscopy, the worst thing that can happen is you find out you have cancer. With a musical, you find out you're already dead." And boy, that is the truth. You know, I've had musical readings before, and that is some nerve-wracking stuff. You're really putting it all out there for people to just shit on, really. And they do. But sometimes they say nice things. Now, you know who is excellent in it? Bradley Whitford as Stephen Sondheim. And I read today, Lin-Manuel Miranda said that Stephen Sondheim actually had a critique when I don't know if it was when he saw the finished version or maybe he read the finished script, but he said that it must have been after he had finished the film, and Stephen Sondheim saw it, and he had a little suggestion about the phone message. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear anything, this doesn't really give anything away. There's a phone message from Stephen Sondheim, and Stephen Sondheim actually rewrote the phone message that was in the movie, and he recorded it himself. So when you hear his voice in the movie, it's not Bradley Whitford later on. It is Stephen Sondheim. Isn't that incredible? Now, this movie I've seen it twice, really 2.5 times, because I watched a bunch of parts of it. but I've seen it 2 full times on Netflix. And I strongly recommend you to see this movie. If you're going to see one movie and you're in the arts, make it Tick, Tick, Boom. This is a very important film, and it is, like I said, a love letter to theater, a love letter to New York. They have recreated Jonathan Larson's apartment. They say it's very, very similar to how his apartment was. They've recreated the Moondance Diner where he worked as a waiter. And you know, he hated that he was working as a waiter and not getting to be a full-time musical composer. Try working like the job that I have. Talk about rotting from the inside out. Oh, it kills the soul. So this movie has really, hopefully, lit a fire under me. I was writing today, and hopefully we can make something happen with it. In fact, not even hopefully, I'm going to. So, yes, Tick, Tick, Boom. Here he is with his girlfriend. You know, when I first saw it, there's a song called Green, Green Dress that was one of my favorites. And, they cut it out of the movie. It sort of appears on a radio when he sees her in this green dress. You'll see the part. And then it is in the credits. But I was like, where's Green, Green Dress? Why did they cut that song? But you know, it's a 2-hour movie. You can't have everything. And here's the Moondance Diner recreated. I once went to the Moondance where Jonathan Larson had worked, and it was a nice diner. I don't think it's there anymore. But, yes, do watch this movie. It's on Netflix. If you can see it in the theater, do that, even better. And Blackie Humphrey and I watched it tonight. He's right here, in case you're all wondering. But I don't want to disturb him because I've had him up late while I was digging for this shirt. So that is my review, and I highly recommend this. So let me know in the comments what you think of Tick, Tick, Boom. And do subscribe to my channel, and click like and love, and send messages, but only nice ones. Okay, goodbye, everybody. See you next time for Chris Smith time. Well, it's Chris Smith time.